we went to Portland, and Portland is a very liberal, progressive city. There's a lot of deconstruction of a lot of boundaries going on there. Things that you wouldn't even expect to need to be deconstructed. We went to a bar called the Green Dragon. Aaron went to the bathroom.
Again, a place that I would avoid. Until the dragon is slain, I shall not be going through the portals of the Green Dragon. Sorry, Dan.
She came back and a little traumatized and said that the bathrooms, instead of being men and women, were sitting and standing. It's a new way to like break down.
You say?
Yeah. So if you really think about that, one bathroom was for nothing but men taking shits and women, all women, and the other bathroom was for just men who had to do nothing but pee. It's like the worst. If you're going to like rearrange the bathrooms, that's the worst thing you could do to women ever. Is just add shitting men to their side of the war. And Jeff pointed out, he says, well, there's lots of unisex bathrooms, so but you know, those are bathrooms that have a toilet and a mirror and a sink and a lock on the door. So yes, women have to suffer the misfortune in those situations of having to go pee or poop after a man peed or pooped. This bathroom, the sitting bathroom, had several stalls in it. She was in there with another woman peeing and a guy in between them grunting and making a real mess.
It's such a horrible violation of everything we know to be right.
I understand the impulse to modernize everything and second guess our precursors, you know, but there are a couple of things that cavemen got right. And one of them was the idea that women should be nowhere near men's shit. Or men shitting.
Yes. The next thing we'll be going in the kitchen, you know what I mean? It's just, there's a few areas, no. Never the twain shall meet, as they say.
Next thing you know, dragons will be outside of dungeons.
Easy, Greg.
Not on my watch.
Easy.
Not as long as my scimitar Nembutal has a mind to say about it. Down, Nembutal.
Greg, if you're going to blow.
Yeah. Blow cool.
All right.
All right. So you notice there's a forest of microphones up here. That's because, as we mentioned last week, Erin McGathy was guest comptrolling, so she had a character made for her in our D&D campaign, and much to Jeff's chagrin, she...
I've heard it.
She made herself a part of the campaign permanently, so Erin McGathy needs to come up and play her character.
Erin McGathy.
And then we welcome back, in his selfless role as the puppeteer of the cosmos, Dungeon Master Spencer.
Spencer, everybody! Who can forget? How's it going, you guys?
Greg, I'm sorry about that neck kiss. I forced you into a neck kiss.
I didn't even notice. I was just happy to see you again. You were the only person who applauded during one of the earlier things I said. This crowd is mounted against me like a fucking Romney rally.
They're Harmonites. I mean, they have a xenophobic anything that's not Harmon.
Oh, because I'm an Auslander?
Yeah. But that doesn't mean they don't accept you. They're protective of me. They're scared you might go for my throat.
I understand.
I had a dog when I was a kid that bit a guy because he was throwing away newspapers and he was holding a wire and he was protecting my brother and we had to put it down.
Oh no.
All right, let's move on.
Did that story really end with the death of a beloved dog?
Yeah, it did.
Could you
Fuck,
tell
you're brave like Disney.
But then there were puppies. When we got home, there were puppies.
Come on, Eddie.
We bought a zoo.
Beethoven, get off the couch.
So you are never more than 5 minutes in the movie We Bought a Zoo from a character shrugging and saying, "We bought a zoo." I just want you to know that. And that is never a sign of a confidently written film. Imagine if you were watching Star Wars and every 5 minutes someone just went, "Star Wars." They never said it once. You know? Citizen Kane never went. You know, no one ever went. You're a real Citizen Kane.
You're fired, Citizen Kane.
It's just a. I don't know.
But Dan, what compelled you to buy that movie? Because first of all, I've never heard of it. Second of all, what the fuck?
We went through every fucking movie ever. We watched Savages with Travolta.
Yeah.
We watched
Safe House.
Safe House.
Which one's Safe House?
Well, it's everyone.
Asked a
and
weird
it's no
D&D
one.
character.
I don't know, man. I know we walked away from Portland $177 into bad Hollywood. Like they got us. The house won.
You bought these or rented these?
Well, I don't know. What do you call it?
Oh, at the hotel.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
you.
All right.
And I rented a lot of movies while Dan was sleeping. And he woke up to We Bought a Zoo. It's not about me. Dungeons and Dragons.
We bought a zoo.
We bought a zoo.
Yeah,
But a zoo of terrible
that's
movies.
fine. It's fine that you bought a zoo. The problem is then you made a movie about it, and I'm watching it. You have my money. We bought a zoo.
Dan was half asleep during the entire movie. It was just waking up in like a fever dream saying, "Bought a zoo?" and then back asleep.
Say it one more time. Because they would do there was no conflict in the movie. They bought a zoo. If you mapped it on my story circle, 6 of the 8 points on the circle would say we bought a zoo.
Wow. To be fair,
in the middle of the film, the truth that they arrive at is that they bought a fucking zoo.
To be fair, that movie was written using a story puddle.
Halfway through, did they lose the zoo?
No. Halfway through, they said we bought a zoo, which they bought on page 10. They fucking bought it, and then they just sat on it and ran it.
Well, a tiger died.
So they kept contriving things. This is based on a true story about, guess what? They bought a fucking zoo and nothing happened. It's like based on a true story about going to the dry cleaner. So if you make that into a movie, you have to break it up with contrivances. It rains in the movie. It rains for days. It's not going to rain. That's what like they're sitting there like these writers are going like, what is the enemy of a zoo? What's the Mecha Godzilla to a zoo's Godzilla? Rain. I never go to the zoo when it rains. God damn it, Preskin, you're a genius. And then but okay, how do you get rid of rain?
Wait a while.
Sir, you wait. And then it stops raining after a while. God damn it, you're right. And that's what happens. It rains for a while, then it stops raining. Then there's a tree in the road. Then the people find out they can walk around the tree. I'm not exaggerating. And every time one of these contrived high points happens, they cue this like a weem away, like just this fucking shitty African like Paul Simon shit. Like that's just designed to don't worry, be happy. Your aorta just like goes in your chest like an invasive African people just chanting things.
Dan, who's the
at
bad
random?
guy? Who's the bad guy?
You for watching it, like you're, and I'm not kidding, like because the movie keeps jabbing you in the ribs and going, why aren't you crying, you Scrooge? Why aren't you crying like everyone in the movie? They bought a zoo, you dick.
No one comes in and goes like, nice place for a zoo.
Or an oil well.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
The last person who put one here sank into an enormous crater.
No, that's one of 6 things missing from the story. Is a guy going like, yeah, you know what's under this zoo? Diamonds.
Right.
Blood diamonds.
Yeah. And we have
lion killing blood diamonds.
Right. We're going to have blind children come in and dig them out with toothbrushes.
But the lions will eat them. That's the point. But I thought you wanted the diamonds. I'm high. You're the bad guy and you're high? Yes.
I didn't buy a zoo.
Oh, honey, I just woke up. We didn't buy a zoo.
No, you did. You bought a zoo.
I just woke up a third time. It's like Inception. Zoo. We bought a dream zoo.
The zoo conspiracy. And the zoos.
The lion was the architect. It was the lion's dream the whole time. You're in the zoo.
Yeah.
We bought a zoo. They shrug and they say we bought a zoo 1,000,000 times.